What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. Guys, don't forget we have our giveaway going on right now where you can win a flagship phone, your choice, a Galaxy S22 Ultra or an iPhone 13 Pro Max, a $500 cash prize, a Redmi phone, and potentially many more prizes as well beyond those three right there. So make sure you go into the link down below to get entered for the March giveaway, which, if you are curious, this is part of my 100,000 subscriber giveaway. So just remember that. But with that said, we have some really intense tech news stories about Samsung today, and also a bunch of questions. Just dive right into the tech news. First, our first story of the day is chargers and cables and all of that stuff that usually comes inside of the box for your phone. If you're a fan of getting the charger in your box, as you know, the flagship phones for Samsung do not come with the charger anymore, and neither will their cheap phones. This story is just coming out, so their A series, M series, and F series will no longer come with a charger now. You should still get the USB-C cable, but no charging brick. Now, you probably already have one, so it's probably not that huge of a deal, but usually when you see cheaper phones, it usually comes with the charger. I mean, I don't have one right near me. Oh, I do. Oh, I can't show you. I'm under NDA. I almost showed you a phone that I'm not supposed to show you. But yeah, that goes to show you that this kind of sucks. So if you get those, the A series, M series, or F series, these new versions that are coming out will not come with a charging brick. Next up is, we've been talking about Samsung's GOS app that optimizes the performance of the phone during gaming periods. And it's starting to trickle down to other companies being upset about the way Samsung has handled this whole GOS app fiasco. And this tweet has been put out by and made official by Geekbench, who puts out gaming performance and just performance of phones benchmarking. And they said earlier this week we were made aware of Samsung's game optimizing service, GOS, and how it throttles the performance of games and applications. GOS decides to throttle or not to throttle applications using application identifiers and not application behavior. We view this as a form of benchmark manipulation, as major benchmark applications, including Geekbench, are not throttled by this service. After extensive internal testing, we have determined that the following Samsung Galaxy headsets use GOS. And they put, look at every single model: S22, S21, S20, S10. Today we delisted these handsets from the Android benchmark chart on the Geekbench browser. Whoa, this is pretty big. And what does it mean? It just means that they have a list of like predefined benchmarks for certain phones on their site. They've taken those off. It doesn't mean that the Geekbench app won't work on your phone. It still will. But it just means that they have removed it from their official site, like the stats of it, of what they've gathered from it. So this is pretty, I mean, it's big, but it's not big, because I mean, like, your mom's not using the Geekbench score saying, where's that score that Samsung got? They're not. We don't have to worry about that. It's just big in that it's starting to trickle down to other places and apps that maybe that benchmark Samsung phones, and they're saying that, you know what, this GOS app is more prevalent than what Samsung is really saying. Samsung's really just saying the S22, but they found it in other phones as well, and it's how it's manipulating the scores and manipulating the performance overall. Our next story is kind of a scary story in a way. Samsung has been leaked into, if that makes any sense. They basically got hacked into, and it's by a group of hackers that also, I guess, hacked into NVIDIA just recently, got a lot of their source code and stuff like that. And here's a little bit of the information. They're a group of hackers called Lapsus, and they're saying the Samsung leak is here. New leaking confidential Samsung source code. Our leak from breach includes devices, hardware, which they can get source code for every trusted applet installed on all Samsung devices, trust zone specific code for every type of TOS. This includes DRM modules and Keymaster Gatekeeper, algorithms for the biometric unlock operations, which means their fingerprint sensors. They have all the algorithms for that, including the source code that communicates directly with sensor down to the lowest level. bootloader source code for all recent Samsung devices, including Knox data and code for authentication, various other data, confidential source code from Qualcomm. There's online services, Samsung's activation service, source code for the first time setup, Samsung accounts full source code, including authentication, identity, API services, and many more that wouldn't fit here. Various other data, as always, enjoy. This is the reason it's scary is because they potentially, it's from what I am gathering from this, whoever has this data and knows how to use the data could get into your phone regardless. It sounds like by hacking it with software and stuff like that. Locally, it sounds like it could be non-locally as well, could come through the internet, and things that were, you know, maybe unbeatable or unhackable are now hackable because they've got this data. That's why it's scary, and it could. I guess it could be fixed as Samsung updates their software and things like that. But ultimately, they've gotten to Knox, the biometric data, which again is the fingerprint sensor. Knox is their security software. They said they got into their authentication setups and things like that. So it's kind of scary, and we will keep our eye on this as it develops. Samsung has not, at least from what at the time of making this story, has not officially put out anything about this yet, but if they do, I will let you guys know. Thanks for watching, guys. Your question of the day is, what kind of authentication do you use for your phone mostly when you unlock your phone? Is it the fingerprint sensor? Is it face unlock? Is it your code? Is it a PIN code? Let me know in the comments down below. For me, it's either face unlock or the fingerprint sensor. That's generally what I do the most. On my tablet though, more times than not, I'm usually just putting in my my little code. I do that. For some reason, it feels a little bit faster than the fingerprint sensor on there. Let me know about you guys. With that said, let's get into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that boom. First question comes from Tim Grossen, who says that, actually a comment, I purchased the Spigen 45-watt charger and cord you had in one of your video links. It works great, 40 to 100% in 45 minutes. Thank you. There we guys go. I'm great. I'm glad when I talk about stuff, I want you guys to like it. It's stuff that I really like. I love the Spigen stuff. I use it on almost every, we have a lot of chargers throughout the house, and it's definitely probably about 80% of my chargers, that maybe 90% of the chargers that we currently use in the house. So good stuff. I'll link those chargers down below. And also thank you, Tim, for being a member of this channel. So if you want to be a member, you'll see like join. If you click that, that's what Tim did. So thanks so much. Ben's Tech Tube says, hey Greg, do you currently have good lock on the game booster modules installed on any or all of your Galaxy devices? Because I had installed both on my Note 20 Ultras. Performance went all to heck, uninstalled them, and my Note 20 Ultra has been fast as now my S22 Ultra. I think all those modules are trash. What do you think? Sorry for the never-ending questions. No, yes, I do have it installed on my phones, the good lock stuff. I haven't noticed any slowdown in any of my devices. Now, that's not to say that like I don't think that the S22 Ultra is not seemingly faster feeling than this phone. It does. It feels a little bit snappier, but it's not. It's just, you know, this one's a little bit older, that has a better processor, whatever. Still, no, I haven't felt any slowdown or anything like that. Trollboy says, noob question, I ordered a 45-watt anchor charger and they sent me 65-watt brick. Is it okay if I use it for my S22 Ultra, or really need to get something lower? So you're gonna hear, I'm gonna answer you, and you're gonna hear people like, no, your phone's gonna break. Your phone's not gonna break. It's not gonna die. It's not gonna die quicker if you use a 65-watt charger. The technology between the charger and your phone is smart enough to know not to charge it at 65 watts, so you don't have to worry about it. Yes, you can use it. Should you keep it? I'd say just keep it unless you want the 45-watt charger. Both of them are probably going to charge about the same anyway. Digital Death 187, is there any websites out there that have information on how to disable the GOS app? Curious, wanting to try to see the difference on the Z Fold 3. It's funny you asked that because I haven't looked into it too much, but I do know that some people were seemingly able to disable it, and they pay Genshin, and their performance on Genshin after disabling GOS has been much better. But again, how do you do it? Not totally sure. Some people might say you can uninstall it through some apps from your computer, which sounds like a big hassle. I'll look into it and see if there's a way though. Last question comes from Romanoff, and he says, have you experienced any charging issues with your S22 Ultra? No, not that I noticed any, so I'm gonna say no to that. And I didn't, if you guys are having charging issues, put it down in the comments for Romanoff. Thank you so much, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget about our giveaway. It's linked down below. It's part of my 100,000 subscriber giveaway right there. And then who's winning tonight's fight? Colby Covington or Jorge Masvidal? I'm gonna say Colby's gonna win. We'll see if I'm right. I'm almost always wrong when I predict these things on here. We'll see though. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road.